morning. And then my husband had his alarm set for like when I'd be getting back from that. So when I got back, the house was buzzing. They were getting themselves packed up. They were still throwing stuff in bags. We were going to take my car, because my car has four-wheel drive just in case it snowed. It didn't end up snowing at all. But there was some bad roads. I don't know why. Some of the roads hadn't been like plowed yet, but there was some bad roads. Anyways, they were packing up. We ended up loading up the car. Say goodbye to you-know-who over here, who was getting a little antsy. You know, it's when you start seeing like bags being packed, things being loaded in the car, like, he knows we're gonna be gone for a little longer than an errand, you know. But it was fine. Like, my oldest son was gonna be home to take care of him. He's just very attached. Anyways, so we started our drive, filled up the tank, hit the road. Now, for some reason, our GPS took us on some country roads at first, and I'm like, why are we on these roads unless something happened on 74? I don't know why we're on these roads, because it doesn't seem like ideal to go on these stupid country roads with no gas stations and like no plowing, whatever. We ended up getting back on the highway. My tire thing came on that said I had low pressure. I'm like, shit. We pulled over in, God, where were we? Maybe we were in Peoria. We pulled over and put some air in it. Thank God that was all it needed. Like, nothing ever came with it. I think it was those bumpy roads. Maybe it was the cold. I really don't know. That's when we got some food too. I don't remember we just got Chick-fil-A real quick right there. And then got back on the highway, finished out the drive. And our next stop, we realized that like, we weren't going to make it in time to do basically anything that day, which sucked. It was like a whole day wasted of just travel. But we're like, well, we can still go out for like our good dinner. So let's just go. Let's get checked in, relax for a minute, and then go do our dinner and stuff. So we get to the original hotel that my husband booked. My husband has an app, and that's how he books room. I don't know. He gets a deal. I don't know. It's not my business, right? I do very occasionally slip into passenger princess mode. And that's one of the things I don't care. I'm not even picky about hotels anyway, as long as they don't have bed bugs. As long as they're clean, I'm good. Or so I thought. Anyways, we get to the first hotel, and it's kind of like off in the industrial area, and I'm like, alright, so we're not gonna be extra close to anything. But whatever. We go in, grab our stuff, we go in, and the alarm is just sounding. Have you ever been to a place where the alarm is just sounding and nobody's fixing it? They're just carrying on with business. Like, oh yeah, that thing's going haywire. Never mind that. No. But I still, like, I'm trying not to complain. So I'm just sitting there as my husband's checking in. And me and my kid are sitting on the couch in the lobby. And he gets us checked in. They're under construction, so, like, it looks pretty disheveled in there. Then he tells my husband, oh, yeah, the elevator is not in service right now. We were on the 3rd floor, which still, like, hey, give me a reason to burn a few extra calories. It's cool, whatever. I'm still straight. So, we grab our stuff, we head up to the 3rd floor, throw our bags down, and then the fire alarm goes off. Oh, mind you, it smelled like straight weed up all through there. And I'm like, who besides me is just tearing through blunts in the middle of the day? Because I still prefer, a blunt too. I do vape because it's just, I'm not gonna make my house smell like that, but like, damn. fires just smoking up the hotel. Like, it smelled like it smelled like somebody was tearing it up. Like, not just somebody. It smelled like everybody. That said, we got to our room. The rooms were clean, and the rooms were nice. And it was like a suite, so it had like a little living room, a little kitchenette, which I wish my husband would have told me that because we could have got groceries before. Anyways, the fire alarm goes off. We had just set our bags down, so they were like still ready to go. So I'm like, let's grab our bags in case it's a real fire. And we're not just gonna like hang out and wait to grab our stuff if they put it out, or like just grab it. They're ready to go. Just grab our bags and head to the stairs. So we get down the hall, about to go on the stairs. This guy comes running up. It's just a test. It's just a test. Okay, so you guys knew you were gonna do this test when we were checking in, but you didn't say anything because that was 10 minutes ago, right? Or did you just decide it 2 minutes ago? I think, I don't know, maybe the smokings, I don't know. And my husband's like, hey, I'm gonna look and see if this app thing, if I call customer service, if they'll just let us switch hotels. Alright, that entire process took about an hour. So for an hour, he's on the phone, and me and my kid are just like frozen in place because we can't like take stuff out of our bags, or so we're just like sitting on our asses, you know, sitting on our hands. Can't mess up the room, can't do anything, just sitting in place. But they let him switch rooms. So, gather up our stuff again, go turn the key in, and head out to, well, he had booked the other hotel, but we're like, okay, we need to eat. And we wanted seafood, so we went to Juicy Seafood, and it was excellent. 5 stars for me. I got lobster tail, crab, shrimp, potato, extra potato, corn, and my husband got some catfish to share with my kid because he eats fish, but he doesn't really eat seafood yet. And then I just kept throwing stuff from my bag at my husband because he likes seafood too, but he didn't want to order a whole one. Like, he likes it enough, but he's not me. And so I'm like throwing him some shrimp, throwing him a piece of lobster, throwing him, you know, whatever. A potato. Have a bite of my corn, whatever. We're all completely full when we left, and delicious. So then we were feeling a little better. We're like, let's go get some cookies from Trader Joe's, because there's a Trader Joe's right down the street. Went to Trader Joe's, and my kid got to push the little cart. So I was really excited to push the little cart. So we just let him push it around, even though we only wanted cookies. We just went around the whole store. I did get some body oil, some lemongrass body oil. We got the cookies and dog treats. Dog TREATS. Because we always, when we go on our little trips, even if it's for a day, we feel bad. So even though there's TREATS here, we get him something to bring home. Like, see, we thought of you. I haven't even cracked them open yet because I forgot about them. But so we did that, and then we drove to the other hotel, which was like a 25-minute drive. We get there, and we're like, well, at least we can go into the pool. I almost spelled pool because I don't know, I'm just starting to spell stuff, and my kid isn't even up, so I can say pool. I just didn't want to say it on the trip because then he'd get really excited, even though I packed his truck. But you never know if a hotel's pool is going to be in service. As soon as we got there, the sign said pool is closed. So I'm glad we didn't say, like, well, don't worry, the next hotel has a pool. We didn't say that. We spelled it like, I wonder if, but we didn't say it. And normally he'd like be like, so where is there? And he didn't. Thank God. So we get up to the room and we're beat. Well, I took my shower. The bed was super comfortable. Put my pajamas on, got in bed. there's no cherry chai right now. So I just got another lavender matcha. And I just got a grande because I knew we were heading to the zoo, right? I got 2 frog cake pops, I got a protein box, and then I got egg bites. And I figured that would be enough food for all of us to start the day. You're just like, okay, you know, you move down to the other side and you wait for your order. And there was a couple people in front of me, so I'm like, oh, I'll go look at the tumblers, use the bathroom, I came back out of the bathroom, and there was a girl sitting in a chair. She's like, hey, are you Natalie? And I said, yeah. She goes, some of your stuff is ready over there. And she was just a customer. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I go over and I see I think all of my food stuff was done. So I was just waiting on my drink. And waiting. And waiting. And waiting. And I'm starting to see people that came in after me. And after me. And after me getting their drinks. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, hi. I think that my drink has been skipped. And the girl that's making the drinks over there, she's not very nice, but I understand. Like, you're up to your ears in making drinks and mine got skipped, okay. And then that lady that had initially told me my stuff was ready, and she's like, yeah, mine too. She goes, because we were here a long time ago. And the lady's like, okay, what's your name? Natalie, and I don't know, Emily or something. And she's like flipping through her thing, and she's like, yeah, I don't see him. She never tells us that she finds them, but then she starts making them. I'm like, okay. So she makes Emily's. And then I see her making mine, and I'm like, oh, that was with almond milk before she put real milk in. She's like, ah. Okay. So she finishes making it, but she doesn't even put the lavender in. She just hands me like a matcha. And a matcha's great. When you ordered a matcha, that's great. But when you ordered a lavender matcha, you aren't ready to just drink a matcha. You're ready for your lavender matcha, right? So she hands it to me, and it says right on the sticker, like, lavender matcha. I was like, I got lavender in it. And she's like, I was like, you know what? It's fine. I don't have time anyways. And I just left. With resentment. Okay, so that was not a great experience. It doesn't speak for all Starbucks. It doesn't even speak for all Starbucks in the area. It just spoke to that Starbucks that day. Okay. Anyways, I remember that just triggered. I had this one barista at this one Starbucks in this one Target. She was awful, almost comedically so. Almost comedically awful and rude. And I'm like, is this like punked or something? It kind of reminded me of that. Like, are you serious? Whatever. Okay, so in the car, head to the zoo. It's pretty chilly out, but not bad. Like upper, I think it was like 50. I think it was like 50 when we got there, but it was gonna get to like 68 that day. And I see, you know, a dad pulling his kids. It's like dad day, you know, he's got his kids and it's just him and I see the kids with like no jackets, just short sleeves, like heading in. The kids didn't look cold, I'll say that, but like, I'm like, that's definitely a dad day. Because mom would have been like, what the put their jackets on. I wore a jacket. I made sure my kid wore the jacket, but if he was with his dad, who knows? They might have been out there in t-shirts. Like, it's t-shirt time. But we head in, and that's a really nice zoo. We did the aquarium first, because we're like, by the time we're done with the aquarium, it will have warmed up a little bit. It's a zoo/aquarium. Do the aquarium for $40. I'll read the text. They had pythons and Burmese pythons and black mambas and green mambas and rattlesnakes, etc., etc. We saw, they have the plains, so we saw, there was no giraffes. It was weird. Well, we didn't see them. Rhinos and, I don't even know if the rhinos were over there. Zebras, lions, gazelles. Then we went over to the forest, and I was like, the forest, think about our forest. It was not our forest. It was Asian forest. So there was like red pandas and, a tiger. There was a tiger over there. 2 tigers, I think. Anyways, it was really cool. We forgot to go look and see if, you know how they take pictures of you as like a family? We forgot to go look at those. We do still have the card. I don't know, maybe if I use the card, you can still get access to your pictures. I don't know. So that was a wrap. My kid did not want to really leave. So we're like, well, let's go look and see if there's something little at the gift shop, a little treat. I ended up getting a t-shirt, $38 t-shirt or something crazy, but I was really hot at that point. I got a t-shirt. What did my kid get? Oh, a snake. A fake, like, long snake. It's like a 3-foot snake. But it's just like skinny. And then we got lunch. I got Subway.